And welcome back, people. Hope your break was enjoyable. Mine was. I'm going to have to make another batch of cold brew. I've got maybe one more glass left after this one. It's a good batch too. I'm going to miss it when it's gone. Right, where were we? I remember we were doing the thing. We were doing the thing with the thing. Which means... Well, whoever that was, thank you very much. Gifting 5. Gifting 5 subs to the community out of nowhere at all. Thank you ever so much for that, anonymous person. Congratulations, Dreamweb. Nerdy Games,
hey, pat on the back.
who gets a resub for free.
This guy.
Fraser Tasia gets a resub for free. Shadow Scarab, resub for free. Cheesy Tots, even though he's being a little fanboy in the chat right now.
Hey, pat on the back. Pat on the back for this guy.
Hang on a sec. I'll just get an email from EA. Oh, it's just a press release. Nothing interesting. Just about the stuff they announced today. Are we done? I think we're done. Where's the sun? Right, let's think. I got my water breathing. We should maybe stock up on food. EA was inviting you to play. Yeah. Unfortunately, no, it was just a standard press release. Just a standard press release. About the stuff they announced at Celebration. I did get an email from... Oh, thank you, Anonymous Cheerer, 5 bits. I did get an email from EA like a week or two ago saying, hey, are you coming to E3 this year? If so, we'd like to book you in to come to EA Play and blah, 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 blah. Because I'd been there, a couple of years before. I wonder if they'll have hands-on with the Star Wars game or something like that at E3 this year. Probably not. Might have a new trailer or something, though. I'll grab one of my golden apples, just in case I get into trouble. You never know with the ocean monuments. And maybe a couple of bottles of milk, just in case we need to get rid of mining fatigue real quick. I mean, we have plenty of bottles of water breathing to replenish ourselves if we have to cancel it out. Usually don't need to, though. Everyone is abandoning 3 this year? No, they're not. Again, the people who thrive on controversy are trying to make it look that way, but here's the thing. Nothing has changed since last year. Everyone who held separate events last year is still holding separate events this year. No one's abandoning E3. EA haven't been at E3 in about 4 years. They've always done their EA Play thing off-site. PlayStation, same thing. Nintendo. And they have a booth, but they usually have a pre-recorded off-site presentation thing. Yeah, but yeah, everyone's sort of... where am I going? I need the portal. It's funny, every time I've seen a headline, oh, so-and-so abandons E3! EA abandons E3! No, and I haven't. I mean, they did years ago. But they've got EA Play, which is literally right next door to the event. Like, you can walk out the doors of E3 itself, the halls of the convention floor. You walk down the street, cross the road, and then you're at E3's thing. They're just in a separate building. Not officially part of E3, but they're still there at the same time, doing the same things. Just in their own little place. They haven't abandoned E3. They just abandoned E3 convention hall. So they can control their environment. Not be surrounded by competition. Kind of hate the I hate the space that E3 set up, EA set up in too. It's just this dank little crowded place. Catering's usually shit there as well, by the way. Some of the worst food of my life at any catered event that I have had at E3, EA's not E3 thing. Oh, I think I built this off stream, by the way, guys. If you're wondering about this portal, yeah. I just built the portal out to this place that we found last stream. I don't think I built that on stream, did I? No. Okie dokes. Oh, we can see the big guy already right there. I wonder if we can get there quick enough to avoid mining fatigue. Let's try going straight in from the top. Alright. Zoop. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Quickly, 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 quickly. Oh! And I'll do it. Oh, and I'm going to want one of these real soon. Oh, no, just the one, please. There we go. Okay. Just spikes away, you bitch. Oh, come on. His spikes are in. Fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. Is there a water source here? I'm moving. Okay. I think there's a water source. Oh, wait, because that's where I busted in. That's why I'm sliding about. These things tougher than usual. Should have gone down by now. There he goes. Okay, one down. No problem. Come here, please. That was just a fish anyway. Okay, let's get our bearings here. Probably the easiest thing to do would be go down here. Ow. So many laser beams! Can't see what I'm doing. Come here. There we go. Okay, so we should be there. Is that you, the big guy? No, that's the little guy. Where's big guy at? Why is there water flow here? I can't get out. Shouldn't be a current in here. Wait, where are they? Oh, is that the tail of the big guy just saw poke through the wall? And why is there a current inside? You're getting pushed around. Where's the treasure room? Where the hell's the boss? Here he is. Oh, here's my shield. Fantastic. No, I'm gonna die. What is this? Well, apparently shields don't work against laser beams anymore. That sucks. Alright, I guess we're building a new shield. I'm gonna need one anyway. Might as well fill the milk while we're here. Now then. What was the penalty for that death? Nope, that's the wrong one. Wait, what was it killed by exactly there? Was it magic? Yeah, killed by a guardian. I didn't drown, the guardian got me. Okay. So, guardian death, I have to sacrifice a sponge, and luckily enough, I have exactly one sponge to pop on the grave. Should we keep it wet, or should we dry it out? I think we should dry it out. Okay. While that dries. You gonna play a WoW Classic? Probably not. Probably not. I mean, I thought about it, but I never really got into WoW properly to begin with. And I don't think there's going to be too many new players playing WoW Classic. It's going to be all the old schoolers going back for nostalgia's sake. So I'm not sure if there's going to be much in it for me as far as the multiplayer experience goes. I played a few of the MMOs, but none of them really got me. There's a Grave of Shame, by the way, if you're new around here. Whenever we die, we put a block on the Grave of Shame. The graphics being on the screen there. This is my grave. All the other graves here are for donators and stuff. Tip jar people. This grave. This is... Build up, please. How do I force you to build up? There we go. Wow, that's a pain in the ass trying to do that. Zerp. That's my first death in a while, actually. Luckily, I got a sponge from the Guardian boss to actually put up there. It's annoying, though. Hopefully there's a big sponge room in that place. Don't like giving up sponges. Although chances are good, I'm going to have to put at least one more up there before we're done clearing that monument. But yeah, the only one of the MMOs that ever really got me for more than a few weeks was the Star Wars one. And even that I got frustrated with. Resource question mark. Type MC for Minecraft. Exclamation point MC is the command, not TP. Because there's other stuff in there as well. Yeah, my armor's alright. Let's go straight back. How many arrows have I got? 32? Maybe restock on arrows. Zoop. Doom, 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 doom. Right, FreeSync works with NVIDIA. Yep. Kind of. Most of the time. There is an officially supported list that NVIDIA have tested themselves to make sure it works as expected. If it's not on the list, it doesn't mean it doesn't work. It just means NVIDIA haven't tested it or it hasn't passed their testing. There are some YouTube videos around who have done testing of monitors that aren't necessarily on that list. So if you find a monitor you're interested in, have a poke on YouTube and see if someone's tested it with FreeSync. What am I doing? I've walked past it again. Yeah. Yeah, you can certainly use FreeSync with NVIDIA cards these days. As long as the stars light up properly. How did I die? Guardian killed me. I got laser beamed. He was firing his laser, and I couldn't get out of the way in time. Okay, so let's set up again. Let's put the map there this time as well. Definitely don't need that. And that's the other thing I should have bought. I'll have to buy more things to actually build with. Shield obviously is not doing well against the laser beams. Alright, water breathing, milk, golden apple, food. We're good to go. So 1440p monitors, you need DisplayPort versus HDMI. I mean, I dare you to try and find one that doesn't have both. How? Tell me. How? All right. It's like, so what hit me? But then I realized I hadn't taken my water breathing yet. Jeez. Nope, that doesn't help me. That doesn't help me either. I've lost my bearings already. Okay, there's the main entrance. Nope, that's the treasure room. Come on, faster. The shield does nothing. Absolutely nothing. Why does the shield do nothing anymore? I would have sworn the shield used to actually work against those guys. Faster. Move faster, please. God damn it. Where is it? Man, this place sucks. No entrance is up or down anywhere here. The hell, damn guy. Yeah, I forgot exactly how slow this is, didn't I? Here we go. There he is. Shit! I'm stuck in a water fucking pocket now. Urgh. How? God damn it. Cheating bastards. Christ, move! The hell? There shouldn't be fucking flowing water down here. Can't see shit! Urgh. Okay, that's another sponge death I can't afford yet. Man, this sucks without proper fucking enchantment on the boots to move about properly. Absolutely sucks. And also the shield just not doing anything doesn't help. It's just, fuck you. This is the worst time I've ever had trying to clear out one of these places. It's doing me no favours. Hello? Maybe a potion of invisibility would be the way to go. Oh, damn it, mining fatigue already. I was going to try and drill straight down into the fort. Get out of the way. Out! Damn it, this sucks. Zerp. We had these spikes in. Why would I get hit there? Man, the beams suck. I can't see anything. Anytime I'm targeted by them, I'm just blinded. Why? Never been like that before. Just going straight for it. No. No. No! Damn it! Couldn't put a block down. Urgh! Something's wrong. Something's not working. I shouldn't be dying that quickly, that easily. Alright, what's an invisibility potion? I don't know, I need the recipe. Invisibility. Try and sneak in instead. What's the recipe? What's the recipe? What's the recipe? Oh, fuck's sake, what's the recipe? Stupid game. There's a whole page on it, and it doesn't give you the recipe. What's the recipe? Fuck's sake, two wiki pages about invisibility. Neither of them gave me the recipe for invisibility. What's the... 3 pages without the recipe. Fuck's sake. Learn how to make a wiki page, you dickheads. Oh, what the fuck is it? Come on! Right. Here we go. Golden carrot into potion of night vision into potion of invisibility. What? Really? I have sugar. Right. Why is there no fermented spider's eye here? How do you make a fermented spider's eye? God damn it. Hate this bullshit. Fermented spider's eye. What's the recipe for that bullshit? Oh, mushroom. I'm missing a mushroom. I don't think I've ever used one of these, by the way. That's why I don't know the recipe. I don't think I've ever used a potion of invisibility. Alright, fermented spider's eye. I also need an golden carrot. Like so. Okay, zerp, zerp, zerp. Okay. So I owe 2 more sponges on the grave, which I don't have yet, but I haven't seen a sponge room there yet. I hope there's one there somewhere. Alright, so let me do this the right way around. Golden carrot first into potion of night vision. Okay, potion of vision, excellent. And spider's eye. Come on. Did you get nether art? The hell is nether art? No idea what you're asking. Redstone. A wart. Right, okay, yeah. That's always here. Keep it next to the brewing stand for just such an occasion. Okay, potion of invisibility, 8 minutes of. So, water breathing. Let's just leave these here. Okay, water breathing, water breathing, water breathing, that. Milk. Should leave these here as well. Okay. I have to take my armor off for this to work, don't I? I think invisibility works if you're wearing armor. Okay. Calm blue ocean time. Should have grabbed one of the other golden arrow apples. Okay, zerp, 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 zerp. I'm naked! Coolsies. Straight in that time. Where is he? What the? That was weird and should have been right there. I wonder if invisibility protects me against mining fatigue. Nope, there it is. Just took a while this time. Sneak, 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 sneak. Bums! Much easier. Okay, there's the sponge I need for the grave. Man, I should always do this with invisibility on. So much easier. Out. Why? Seriously, why is there a water stream there? This should be 100% source blocks. But there's a current right here. I don't think this thing spawned properly. Come on, where's the other big boy? There he is. Quickly, all these spikes are in. Ouch. Can't quite get the range. Nailed it. Alrighty. Now, let's find a nice little spot somewhere. Here we go. Treasure room? No. Where's that treasure room at? this is the army. And I've lost the treasure room. Is it a change from hot to cold water? Yeah, maybe there's a weird biome thing there. Here we go. This will do just fine. Okay. Right. There. And do we have enough room for a torch yet? Excuse me. Not quite. Right, why didn't the source box get destroyed? There we go, I think we've got enough time. Here we go. Now we're making progress. Ah, air! Ah, that was the problem one. Alright, now then. How's my mining fatigue doing? Was it gone? Cool. Oh, right, because I drank the milk. I forgot that was getting rid of everything. Adoy. Crap. Stop it. Okay. I haven't seen a sponge room. Water breathing, invisibility. But now that we're free of mining fatigue, we should be able to move around this place a little bit easier, see if we can find it. That looks like it might be a likely place for a sponge room. Nope. That's a nope. Oh, come on, be kind. How about here? Oh, please. Have a sponge room somewhere. Remember that one I found that just had 7 gajillion sponge rooms in it? I missed that place. That's the bottom. Somewhere over the rainbow. Please give me a sponge room. Pretty please with sugar on top. Man, there's a lot of guardians around here, aren't there? Spawn rates around here. Bonkers. Ah, sponge room. Hooray. Ah. At least we got one. Not too many sponges in here, by the looks of things, though. I'm guessing maybe about 20, 24 sponges here. If that. I think it matters what you hit him with. It's all the same speed, isn't it? Can't grow sponges, no. It's one of those non-renewable resources, I'm afraid. Which is a shame, because they're very useful. So at least 2 of these have to go in my grave, by the way. 2 as yet unaccounted for guardian deaths. Any renewables you can draw them out? Well, that's not renewable, that's reusable. We can't renew our supply. We have a supply and that's it. I suppose technically in a Java world they are theoretically renewable because the world is infinite for all practical purposes. You could always just go looking for more naturally spawned ones. Seriously, I'd love to know what's up with the water currents inside here. It should be nothing but solid water blocks, but... I mean, there are water currents here because I'm breaking blocks, but I'm talking about the other places. Even here, this should be macking water sources. Oh, got a little bit over what I guesstimated so far, 28. Looks like we might have a 31. Oh, 32. Got half a stack. Although I guess 2 of these sponges are from the Guardian also I killed, so... Wait, where'd the other one go? It's weird. How did I miscount that? Okay. How am I doing? 2 minutes. Might only have 1 room. I feel like I've poked holes pretty much everywhere else. That's right though, we don't actually have to dry this place out to turn it on our farm, now that we got the magma block and soul sand tricks. Swim up, you fucker. Alright. Ah, there. Nope. I thought that was my extra sponge. Alright, let's go back home, fix up the grave. starting to feel a bit woozy. Quite odd. Skulker's gonna go up in 2 minutes, 4 hours for work. Alright, Skulker. Thank you for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed yourself. See you next time, etc, etc, etc. I wonder if you can put sponges in the blast furnace or something. What about the smoker? Yeah. So there's no fast way to dry these out. Faster. Let's dig up the potions and dig up ourselves. Smoke sponge. Oh, I should probably put my armor back on before I forget to do that. That's not the first time I've made that mistake. We can stash the milk there. Alright, now... let's go... shards there, blocks there. Alright, 2 of for the grave. Oops, forgot you can't put them back in the furnace, do I? And I think we'll keep those in the precious box there. Man, that ocean temple just kicked my bum. Tell you what though, any other time I have to do one of those places, I'm definitely just doing the invisibility potion. That made it ridiculously easy. Alrighty. Hopefully these will be the last 3 sponges I waste on the grave. Zerp. Zerp. Power of Spongy Pimp. Shame. I really do like how they changed those to break instantly too. Makes them even easier to deal with. Give them a little poke, everything explodes. I get a grave mistake. You're funny. Ugh. Oh shit. I'm actually clammy too. I wonder if my McDonald's poisoned me this morning. Yeah, I feel quite odd. I feel quite odd indeed. How are you guys doing? How's your weekend going? Oh yeah, headphone warning by the way. Ooh, we got a good number of saplings from that one. Don't normally get that many saplings from a dark oak. Yeah, that one was a bit more stingy, but still. Good enough to plant another 2 trees. Doing well. Couldn't fix the nano farm, by the way. Seems like nano farms are just completely broken. In current updates, nothing I tried worked. But it does still at least let me auto bone meal. So I can just sit there and left and right click, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, and plant and harvest manually. But yeah, can't get the crops to auto pop off. Which is frustrating. Nano farms are so nice. Oh, you know what we should do? Let's dig down to bedrock on our corners of what's going to be the slime farm. Let's make a buttload of scaffolding, so we can get up and down through there. Nice and easy. So we're starting to come to a point where sticky pistons are becoming more and more useful, so slime farm preparations need to start. Zerp, 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 zerp. Alright, shovel could probably do with a repair, or a new shovel maybe. Efficiency on breaking. Yeah, we'll just make a new shovel when that one breaks. Is that a mod? Is what a mod? Oh, the tree capitator? No, not a mod. Data pack. Kind of the vanilla flavor of mods. It works like the tree capitator mod used to work, basically. It's even called tree capitator. But yeah, strictly speaking, not a mod. It's a data pack. Just a little time saver. Do I want to dig straight down? Okay, let's take a brave pill. Regrets already. Let's go get some blocks to build with, just in case we do need to plug some water holes. Yeah, I was digging around last night, trying to find a data pack or a command or something that would let me sleep at any time, not having to wait for sunset, because just waiting around for sunsets bugs me. Want to make it the next day? I just want to make it the next day. But when I was poking around, I found a couple of useful data packs. That sort of little quality of life things. One of them is tree capitator, so I can chop down an entire tree at once. Hooray! Still takes the same amount of durability from the tool or anything, so it's just a time saver. Not a cheaty cheat, really. One of the other ones I did install allows me to cook zombie flesh and turn it into leather. That's definitely not vanilla traditional, but I think it's something it should be in vanilla, so I can pop that in as well. Alright, digging straight down, taking a brave pill. Doing well so far. Doing good, doing good, doing good, doing good, doing good, doing good. Ooh, I heard lava. I heard lava go pippity pop. Oh, heard it again. Oh, hey, bedrock. Sweet. We got away with it. I am going to need... I've lost my orientation. No, screw it. I'll just go this way. Yeah, there's definitely a pocket of lava back there somewhere. One full stack should get me the surface, right? I need to look that up. Super handy to be able to destroy for us. Yeah, there's a couple of different ones you'll find that do the same thing. If you type !MC into the chat, Moobot will give you a response with the exact name of the mod pack that I'm using, and if you Google that, you should find it. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I guess... Wait, were we standing on 3 deep bedrock? Seems unusual. Alright, next. Let's see if we're getting lucky here. See if we find that lava this time. Yeah, so the data pack is Tree Capitator. Oh, I guess I didn't put the full name there. But yeah, I guess if you put Tree Capitator in, you'll find it. Yeah, the other data packs you're seeing there, the Anti-Ender Grief, which just neuters Endermen so they can't pick up anything, so they can't drop random bits of dirt all over my shit. They're still able to kick my ass, but it just stops them picking up blocks. So it's always a pain in the ass. The zombie leather thing, which I was talking about before. The other thing is agricultural automation, which I'm not actually using. Whoa! Found the lava! Found the lava, found the lava, found the lava. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Whew. That wasn't too bad, actually. I think we got fire protection or something on. Yeah, there we go. Fire protection 3. That's what saved us there. Told you there was lava down here. Alright, where's my hole? Here we go. Alright, how deep is this lava? Oh. Well then. Not so bad. Now then. Where were we? Oh. I was right near bedrock too. Good eggs. Yeah, the agricultural automation thing works a little bit like, in fact, it works a lot like the bonsai hoppers that we were using in the Stoneblock mod pack. Except obviously it works in vanilla because it's a data pack. Not sure whether I'm actually going to use it yet. I installed it because I thought it seemed really interesting, but it might just be a little OP. It generates a drop every 30 seconds, basically. I might see if I can go into the data pack and manually edit that to find a way to slow it down. Make it a little less OP, but it would stop me having to just grind trees all the time, because our builds are quite a lot of wood, obviously. Yeah, you can just get tree drops from it. In fact, I've got one running as a test. Let's see how well it's doing. You have to build it in this little configuration here. Hopper with a sign with the tool to harvest. Pot on top. There we go, just harvested one. Pot on top and something in there. This will do trees, bamboo, cactus, and also all the dye flowers as well. So even the single high dye flowers will just automatically make dye, apparently. Oh, it's not so bad. So that's been running for the 3 hours we've been live. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll call it 8 or 9. Forget how many we had when we started there. But we'll call it like 2 stacks an hour. That's not so OP. That's not so bad. Maybe we'll use it. Maybe we'll make an entire greenhouse full of these things. It'll certainly save me a lot of bother with the trees. I mean, it's a single player world. It's not like I'm... Even if I do decide to take some shortcuts, I'm not harming anyone else. But yeah, I'm just not sure about that one yet. Tree Capitator I like. So again, it doesn't... It only saves me a bit of time, basically. Chopping down a whole tree at once instead of one block at a time, which is always a bother anyway. Yeah, make your own calls though. But I did love those hopper bonsais from that stone block mod pack. I thought they were brilliant. But not really in the spirit of vanilla though, is it? That kind of automation. Yeah, I haven't made a decision yet. Oh, found the other lava. Oh, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. And that was a tough one to get out of. Oh, easy. Boom. So where's the hole at? There it is. Alright. It's funny, I've done these pilot holes for slime farms maybe half a dozen times. Call it 5 times, because I've done it at least once in every world. And I almost never hit lava. It's ridiculous. I've been so lucky when digging straight down in places like that. Just almost never hit lava. I'll take this with me. But yeah, this one, a few pockets of lava. So far anyway. Still got one more hole to dig. Not even going to worry about that iron. Not even going to worry about it. Oh, hello. Oop. Come on. Show me a little green face. Wait, did you die already? You did die. The zombie stole my... Cheeky little zombie stole my gunpowder. Easy there, tiger. Probably safe to leave that as it is. Take that lapis. That's all you got for me? Alright then. A bit worried that was going to be quite an extensive cave, but I think we got away with it. Alright, now where's my original hole? Oh dear, I think I've gotten lost, haven't I? Where is it? It's here somewhere, right? Oh, here we go. Eee. Oh, this is probably dumb. Let's make sure there's no more lava before I do that. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. Fingers crossed. Who cares if it makes life easier? Who cares? Well, I mean... The thing... I mean, it's like the reason I don't play heavily modded in the first place is because I don't want to ruin too much of classic Minecraft for myself. You do too many of those little quality of life things, you start to get spoiled a little bit. But yeah, I think in the case of that little sort of pot plant trick, we might keep it, I think. I mean, it's not as if harvesting trees is a challenging task anyway. It's not as if I'm using a mod pack that lets me craft diamonds from blocks of dirt. Which you can totally do in a mod pack. You can totally change the crafting recipe to output diamonds instead of slabs or something. So it's just a time saver thing really, but I just want to balance a proper honest vanilla experience without just sort of going overboard. Interesting shader packs. Which ones are you using? I'm not using any at the moment. I'm in 1.14 pre-release. I can't use any shader packs because Optifine doesn't work with this. Optifine don't do snapshot compatibility releases for what should be obvious reasons. There's too much changes too quickly. But if you're talking about the texture pack itself, then the answer to that is you'll get if you type !MC. It's called Lithos Core. I think I've set up for a link as well in the moobot command. Yeah, not a shader, they call it a resource pack these days, I guess. Don't remember whether these get automatically waterlogged. Yeah, they do. Probably the smart thing to do would be to at least temporarily block off this water. Yeah, let's just do that. We don't need all 4 pilot holes really, but what this allows me to do is dig corner to corner really, really easily without sort of having to count blocks and screw around. I like to expose all the corners when we do this kind of stuff. Makes a few things easier, gives us a few more options as far as piping materials around and things like that. Strictly speaking, I don't really need to do this bit. Oh, we might escape this shaft without any lava pools, he said, speaking too soon. I heard some bubbling as I went past then. Hey, nice. Zoop. Bucket. Feels like a longer way up than usual. Am I going slower? Alright, I might even just grab some gravel and just swing that around. Alright, so all our corners are dug. I guess let's join them up immediately. So we'll just make sure we face the right direction. And if I can, there we go, go down. Aussies. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. Some uneven bedrock here. It's unusually high for bedrock, that right there. What is that? Yeah, it's 5. Almost never see it go up to level 5. Now, for my next trick, going corner to corner without hitting a lava bucket. And finding 17 diamonds along the way. Damn it. Didn't really want to do that. I guess we can always replace them later if we need them. Another tricky one. Hey, diamonds! Oh. Let's just expose those while they're on the way here. Where do we go? 2. Looks like it. Alrighty, there's my special axe. Alright, what do we got here? 4 blocks? 5 blocks. Ooh, 6. Nice. That's an unusual configuration. Don't normally see it go up like that. Holy crap, 14 diamonds from that. Nice. Our beautiful, beautiful fortune axe really paying off that time. Haven't been that lucky in a while. How do you man use the strip mines? Yeah, strip mines is usually the way I go. Although in the last couple of worlds I've done at least one massive 1 or 2 chunk open quarry because I wanted to build stuff inside, so that was technically mining as well, but yeah. For mining materials, like when I'm hunting diamonds, it's usually just standard strip mining. And we do have a strip mine in this world already. We've got a little staircase down. Thank you, Paul Manerbs, for the bits, by the way. Hey, didn't break the stuff that time. Yeah, when you're after diamonds and redstone and stuff, strip mining seems to be the most efficient way to go. Actually, speaking of resource packs, I did also find a resource pack that kind of emulates the Ex Nihilo hammers from the mod packs. You know, the special hammers that go a 3x3 chunk of blocks at a time as you're mining. Also considered installing that, but again, that might be just a little too outside of the vanilla experience. I was a little bit hesitant to try that one. Just in case I spoil myself too much. Too much convenient. There's a couple like that out there for those of you curious. There's even a building wand data pack that I saw. More diamonds, by the way. Hooray. It's funny, I'm finding more diamonds faster doing this than I was actually mining for them last night. I didn't have much luck at all last night. I went looking for the damn things. And here I go. Just drowning in them. Nice. More than half a stack already. Fortune 3 axe. It's just a godsend. It's really very helpful with the diamond supply. I think that might take us up to a full stack of diamonds, actually, come to think of it, with these 35 and what I've got left in the chest. Nice sort of resupply. That. There we go. Alright. I think I left some redstone back here somewhere as well, didn't I? Oh, there we go. Let's just chock these in so we're all nice and level. Cool. Alright, let's dig up and start carving out a little bit more room here. Thanks for telling me about these data packs. They're pretty cool. Yeah, the data pack system that I think they brought it in with 1.13. Was it 13132? When they finalized it? Yeah, either way, the whole data pack system of doing mod-like stuff in vanilla without having to know extensive coding and things like that is just one of the best things I've ever added to Minecraft. Yeah, letting you do mod-like things without having to install third-party software. Everything is sandboxed properly within Minecraft itself, so you don't really risk any malicious stuff happening, like is possible with traditional mods. I don't think it was very common in traditional mods. The community was very self-policing when it came to that sort of stuff, but it's possible you could install malicious stuff. Yeah, doing it in data packs is just way better. The other good thing about data packs is they work between versions. With a lot of mods, if there's a patch or something, the mod might break or stop working. With data packs, because it's a stock standard system, they'll keep working. Like the data packs I'm using here, only one of them has been updated for 1.14. But I'm in 1.14, pre-release, 2. But they still work fine because it's a constant system that works within Minecraft's own ecosystem. There's no reliance on external libraries or additional third mods. You know, some mods require other mods, require other mods to even work in the first place, and data packs just eliminate all that bullshittery. They're not quite as powerful as traditional mods when it comes to what you can accomplish. But there is quite a lot of power there for people who are clever enough to figure this stuff out. And for the kind of stuff I want to do with some light modding, quote-unquote modding, data packs seem to do almost everything I could want from them. So I'm going to have another poke around tonight, I think. See if I can find some other ones that might enhance our otherwise vanilla experience. Yeah, first time I've actually looked at any depth at the data packs. And yeah, they're more powerful than I gave them credit for. Where have I been putting the obsidian? Here it is. Okay, how many diamonds do we... Oh, we're over a stack. I think it's the first time I've had more than a stack of diamonds since we started this world. Nice. What's the most useful creations auto farms you've made for your world? We haven't done that many auto farms yet. We've just done the simple ones. Auto chicken farm, obviously, for our food requirements, and also for arrows in the beginning before I found the skelly spawner. Auto bamboo farm is pretty useful too. Auto kelp farm we've built, which is that little guy down there. Semi-auto cow farm. I think that's all we got so far, right? But yeah, haven't got into heavy automation just yet. Vanilla latte Minecraft. I like that. It's yeah, but I can't think of a better one. I was going to say mocha because it's like it's coffee, but it's coffee with just a little twist. But because we tend to call standard Minecraft vanilla Minecraft, yours works better. Vanilla latte. Yeah. What's the egg one? Chickens above, hopper into a chest. Hey? What's the egg one? The egg one what? You're talking about my chicken farm up there. T-Dog says, say things for... Oh, right, no, sorry, I read that already. Yeah, Tree Capitator is one of those quality of life things that I've been saying for a while that Minecraft needs to put into vanilla. My standard suggestion that I started to refine in Bedrock, as we were playing Bedrock, I started to think more and more about it, is all you'd really need is an enchantment. Like, the sword has sweeping edge. Okay? Same kind of thing. You want that for an axe. A relatively rare enchantment for an axe. Maybe it doesn't work alongside mending to try and nerf it from being too OP, but call it the lumberjack enchantment. And just make it do what Tree Capitator does and just take down an entire natural tree at once. Lumberjack enchantment. It'd be just a lovely, lovely, lovely little quality of life thing. Or maybe you need to drink a strength potion. Like, if you drink a strength potion, then chop down a tree, the whole thing comes down at once. That's not OP either, because you need to make the strength potions, You need to farm the materials to make that happen. I like the enchantment idea better, though. It's not a chicken cooker. Oh, the chicken farm I just showed? Yeah, it's a chicken cooker. It's almost always one of the first auto farms that I build because they're very resource friendly, very easy to build. Even I can handle the redstone on that one. And it takes care of feathers and food, both of which are important, especially in early game, because you want feathers for your arrows, obviously. You need food to stay alive, and chicken is like the second or third most efficient food. But yeah, I think an auto chicken farm has been part of one of the first things I built in every world except my very, very first one. And that was mainly because my very, very first world was a peaceful world anyway, so food wasn't really that hard to deal with. Wasn't getting very hungry very often, and food wasn't difficult to get. There was no danger. Would have any modded item in vanilla Minecraft? Would be vein mine. There is a vein mine type data pack that I saw. I mean, Tree Capitator works on the similar system. That works on a vein mining type idea. I don't remember what... I didn't read the text to do with the vein mining data pack that I saw because I thought that was just a bit too OP for vanilla. But you can get a ex nihilo style hammer, which will do a 3x3 area. Not quite vein mining, but it'll speed stuff up. Like this, for example, it would speed this up remarkably, but it's a bit too much on the modded side for me. I want to keep this fairly pure vanilla, but I'm willing to go for a few data packs that improve the quality of life just a little bit for some of the more boring repetitive stuff, like chopping out a tree. Especially when most of my builds are wood-based this time around. Yeah, the same thing with Builder's Wand. Storage drawers, maybe. I think most of all, I would like inventory sorting. Of all the things that is fairly common in most mod packs, being able to middle click in an inventory just to sort it, and stack everything properly, and that would be the thing I want, because it makes it much easier to deal with inventory when you can just go click and sort stuff. And I don't know whether that would even be possible in a data pack. My instinct says no, otherwise someone probably would have done it already and I would have found it last night when I was poking around. But who knows? Maybe some clever bastard will figure it out. But yeah, that would be my request for a data pack that doesn't already exist. That and being able to sleep at any time of day and just instantly skip till morning. So I don't have to sit next to my bed clicking, 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 just waiting for the sunset to come to exactly the right point until I can sleep. Because that has always bugged me in Minecraft. Since day one, hour one. I mean, I can do it with a command block, so in theory, I should be able to do it with a data pack. Because data packs aren't that different from command blocks, really. I believe the command structure is very, very similar. Don't take my word for it though, because I am not a coder guy. But my understanding and my instinct says it's probably very, very similar. But certainly some of the data packs I ran across last night are things that people used to use command blocks to do. For example, there's a data pack that does lucky blocks. I didn't look too much into it last night, but I did see it listed amongst the stuff I was looking through. And you can do lucky blocks in vanilla with command blocks. Or at least you used to be able to do it. But then they changed the file structure, and the command block I was using for that in 1.11, when they went 1.12 and they changed a bunch of the way stuff is addressed, that broke. I had to stop using it. That used to be one of the donation rewards we were using, was lucky blocks. But yeah, it's just pretty remarkable what they're getting done with these things. Hang on a sec. AutoMod wants me to do something. Held a message for reason. Identity. Oh, I see. AutoMod's holding something because someone just popped in and asked me to do a shout out for somebody. No. No, random strange. I'm not giving a random shout out. I don't know who they are. I don't know what they're all about. They could be a disgusting racist for all I know. Could be trying to trick me. Tell you who I will shout out though. One of my best friends in the world, Ali. Ali90. In fact, hang on a sec. I've got a shout out command. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. There we go. Her. Ali90. Give her a follow. That's who I will give a shout out to. She's awesome. I love her like she was my own blood. In fact, I love her more than my family because I hate my family. Mistake. In your own time, lava. Don't mind me. Yeah, I had forgotten slightly that we do have pockets of lava above our head. Is my family back in Tassie? I think most of them still are, yeah. Honestly, I haven't even kept much in touch with them in about 15 years, so they could be spread out across the fucking planet for all I know by now. It's unlikely, though. They're the type of people who stay put. You know what I mean? Found the true capital one on Planet Minecraft. It's been around for like, yeah. I don't... Planet Minecraft is a great resource, but I don't like it. Most of the stuff there links to those really gross AdFly middleware pages that just serve up these gross, skeevy ads before you can download anything, and it's just... Ugh. Yeah, I think the one I actually downloaded was not that one. It was hosted privately by... I forget the guy's username. It was something zombie. He had a... Actually, let me see. I did bookmark it. Let me see if I can pull it up for you. Pretty sure I bookmarked it. Let's see here. Bookmarks... Tidy... Did I put it in my tidy folder? Wait, no. Other bookmarks. Tidy folder. Where are you? There's the Planet Minecraft one. Planet Minecraft. Nope. Oh, not Zombie Voodoo. Mr. Voodoo Beard. Smack that in the chat. There we go. Mr. Voodoo Beard. That's the Tricapitator one I'm using. It's got a few other cool ones there I think I might use as well, including one that makes endermites burrow into purpur blocks and turn them into shulker boxes, which is kind of weird. But it turns them into a renewable resource. But yeah, I'm using his anti-ender griefing one as well. He's got a gravestone one that seems pretty cool, but we don't need that. He's got one that makes chickens shed feathers sometimes instead of laying eggs. So if you want to get feathers for your arrows without having to cook chicken, without having to kill chickens, if you're playing like a vegan role-playing Minecraft, you can use the chicken shedding data pack. He's got one that'll harvest crops automatically if you're holding a diamond hoe in one hand. It's got some spawner stuff, and yeah, it's got some really interesting... it's his tree pot. No, I think I'm not using his tree pot. I'm using someone else's tree pot thing. Probably the same thing. But yeah, that's where I got my tree capitator one from anyway. So yeah, it's worth looking through that site. I might find some interesting stuff. He's got some YouTube videos as well explaining some of the more complicated ones. Seems like a pretty clever guy. Found one called Timber Data Pack. Oh, I don't think I found that one. Does that do anything different, or...? Because the one I'm using does have some options as well. You can set it to only work with a particular type of axe. Like if you wanted to not make it quite so OP, you could say, okay, only do the tree capitator thing if I'm using a diamond axe. You can set it on whether or not it does the leaves. Shit like that. So it's got a few options to turn down the OP if you think it's a bit much. How does chicken cooker work with lava? Yeah, lava. It's the standard sort of design you see very often in that when a chicken lays an egg, there's a little pocket of chickens. When one of those lays an egg, goes into a hopper. That gets detected by a comparator, which sends a signal out to eject that egg from a dispenser to hatch the chicken, hopefully. That same signal is used to eject lava. So all the baby chickens are sitting down there, lava goes overhead, boop. But when the chickens grow up, they get tall enough to get hit by that lava the next time an egg comes through. So the adults get cooked, young ones are left alone. And a hopper underneath that collects the drops from the cooked chicken, from the lava chicken. It's like the most common design you'll find. There's a couple of alternatives to that design, but like I said, this one's by far the easiest, especially early game. Super cheap to make, quite effective. The only pain in the ass thing is getting enough chickens into that little 1x1 hole, because, yeah, chickens are not known to be well behaved. It's always a pain in the ass getting enough of them in there. And you can either just collect a bunch of eggs and just spam eggs into the hole, which is what I usually do. You can try to breed them in there, which is a pain in the ass. Or you can lead them in with seeds, which is a huge pain in the ass. Zoop. Glad I was paying attention when that happened. I found a really great resource pack by him that makes item frames invisible. Yeah, I saw that one too. Thought about using it, but the way I've got my item frames like edge on my chest, I think it might make it a bit difficult to use because the item will sit there at the edge of the chest and it'll look great, but I still have to click around the edge to actually get into the chest. And that targeting might be a bit hard if the actual sign is invisible. Looks fantastic though, doesn't it? I mean, in theory, you don't even need a data pack to do that. You could do that with a texture pack. Really. In fact, it might even be a texture pack on your site. I don't know. But I did see it there, yeah. Zoop. Alright, this has been fairly painless so far. Just a couple of little easy pockets of lava to deal with. And I think we should be good to actually dig further up, because the only lava we got hit with was at the edge of this, and this appears to be one deep lava anyway, because that's where we pour the water over on top. So, yeah, we could probably dig taller without any more lava problems, I reckon. We're not going to need to go much taller, I don't think. Where are we now? We're at 5. And I think the tallest we could possibly go for the most slimes is, what, 41? Or is it 38? I always forget. I always get confused. One of those numbers. Is Pookie here? She always knows. Pookie knows. Let's go this one. Wait a second. What's going on here? Remember they? Oh, right. Because I put the dirt there. I remember. I was like, where's the opening? Wait, I lost my orientation again. Okay. Thank you for the follow. Almost 1 inch. What's the name of that old Hanna-Barbera cartoon? Was it 1 Inch Detective? 1 Inch... I remember in Harvey Bernband they made fun of it. 1 Inch Dick. It was Detective Dick. 1 Inch Private Eye or something, wasn't it? I think it was the actual name, but yeah. The secret gag was 1 Inch Dick. Ends up in the chat, Harvey Birdman fans, by the way. Will you please get down? Thank you. Fantastic show. Inch High, that's it. Inch High. Inch High Detective, Inch High Dick, Inch High Private Eye. That's what it was, wasn't it? Inch High Private Eye. But the secret grown-up gag was always Inch High Dick. Oops. How dare you? How dare you embarrass me by making me fall in a small hole? I'm slightly worried that we get lava spilling out from the side there, but I think we're okay. Probably dig this from the top just to be sure. Oh no, it looks like we're poking through there anyway. It's cool. Like teeny tiny little super. Yeah, that was always one of my favorites from Sesame Street. I'd always pay attention when that one was on. Not only was it clever, but I love the animation style. That stop motion animation using paintings on the side of plastic cups. I thought, bloody hell, that's just genius. Teeny tiny super guy. Alright, might as well clear all the rest of this while we're at it before our pickaxe fails on us. The least fun thing in Minecraft ever. Mining obsidian. Something else I could fix with the data pack too. Make obsidian easy to mine. Give it the durability of wool. But fortunate thing is there's not a lot of it for us to deal with here, so small mercies. Could have been much worse. So my dad just went and bought a new 65-inch 4K TV tonight. Is it a super duper fancy one or just one of the more budget friendly ones? I've got a budget friendly one. The blacks are not terrific. And I don't mean that in a racist way. It's usually fine. However, I noticed it especially while watching the latest season of Sabrina, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, which, by the way, is a really nice show. I like it. But that's a very, very darkly shot show. A lot of that show is in deep shadow and blacks and everything because it's, supposed to be spooky. But that show in particular showed up the weaknesses in my TV as far as it's displaying the black levels. It just looked quite bad. Obsolete. Okay, is that already? Yeah. $500 US thing. So yeah, a reasonably priced one, but not sort of dirt cheap. It probably puts it in the ballpark of what I spent on mine. Actually, I spent 670 Australian dollars on the TV I'm using. I mean, I would have liked to buy a super fancy one, but number one, couldn't afford it. Number two, I needed one rapidly, so I couldn't really spend time to save up because my projector broke, so I was without an entertainment screen aside from the ones here at the desk, and I don't want to sit here at the desk at night and watch my stuff or prop a laptop up on me when I'm lying in bed and things like that. I need a constant stream of entertainment. I can't go to sleep in the silence. I need something on. I need to fall asleep watching TV. It's probably a terrible habit, but I literally can't fall asleep if I'm not watching an old show or something. Usually it's something animated. At the moment it's American Dad. To upgrade TVs, mine is 1080p 29-inch immersion. Itty bitty. Anyone catch the latest Orville yesterday? It's good! I'm constantly bewildered about just how good Orville has gotten. Remember, I didn't love it when it first came out. But pretty much all the things I didn't like about what they were doing with it, making it too try-hard jokey, trying to be too wacky. But in the later half of Season 1, and pretty much every episode, except maybe one of Season 2, they're just nailing that show. It is such a better Star Trek show than Star Trek Discovery is. And it's not even a proper Star Trek show. And Star Trek Discovery is starting to disappear up its own bum again. It was okay for a while there on Season 2. I thought, oh, okay, maybe they've got a plan, maybe they've got an idea. It's still not very tracky, but it's more tricky than Season 1 was, so maybe we're making progress. And then, for the last three episodes or so, they've just started jumping completely up their own rectum. Self-importance and just bullshit. I thought, okay, yeah, maybe they don't get it. Maybe they don't understand. My only hope is now, because the current season is sort of revolving around time travel and changing the timeline, maybe that's their excuse to erase everything that they've done so far from the history of Star Trek. Just retcon. I did come across an interesting theory about that show, though, in that the Discovery timeline is a separate timeline to all the other timelines we're familiar with so far that was created from the Prime timeline as a result of the actions of the final next-gen movie, which dealt with changing the timeline as far as Zephyr Cochrane and the Borg, and the first meeting with the Vulcans and all that sort of stuff. They changed the timeline in that movie, basically, and we never really saw the fallout from that. So maybe the ripple fallout from that movie is what happened and to give us a much more aggressive and darker tone of Discovery. And maybe during this whole Discovery bullshit they're doing right now with the time travel crap, maybe that's the window out of that to reset the timeline once again to a timeline that doesn't suck. With emo Spock and there's ships that and technology that shouldn't and don't exist, and got me started on it, didn't you? That damn show. Can't sleep without TV on. You just go to sleep listening to YouTube? Yeah. I usually have to have something on. Otherwise, I just lie there in my brain. I think my mind is just too active otherwise. If I sit there in silence, my brain goes, well, we're not doing anything. How about we think about this? If I have a show on, my brain goes, okay, we'll just pay attention to this. You know, even if my eyes are closed. It's a show I've seen a billion times before, so I can picture it in my head as it goes along, you know, Simpsons or Family Guy or whatever. And my brain goes, okay, yeah, I remember this one. I know what this one looks like. And eventually I can just drift off. Thank you for the follows, 2 Frames and Van Reamer. And also Little Sunshine. I don't think I've bothered filling in these bits because we're probably going to carve this roof out even more anyway. I kind of want to dig the floor out so we have a consistent top. Yeah, let's do the thing where we carve out everything but bedrock and fill it in with glass or something. That always looks kind of cool. I like doing that. Gets to be a pain in the ass moving around in it though. I'm going to do this. So maybe just do 1 layer. 2 layers. Do a layer of this, maybe smooth stone or something underneath it, and glass at the top level here. Or no, let's just do stone. We'll just do regular stone all the way across here. Because we're not really going to see much of this floor anyway, because we're going to have a slime farm above us. So there's probably not a lot of point in getting too fancy down here. But let's just make it nice and consistent and smooth. And also I'll take the gold with me as we go. If only STD would Sonic 6 themselves. I don't know what you mean by that. What does Sonic 6 themselves mean? Also, lol, every time I'm reminded that Star Trek Discovery's initials are STD. Exercise helps. I don't need any advice on sleep, by the way, guys. Same thing when I complain about... Oh, I don't need to mind that. Same thing when I complain about my back. I don't need any advice. I've been dealing with insomnia and my chronic back pain for longer than some of you have been you know, going through puberty. If I complain about not sleeping well or how my back feels, I'm not looking for unsolicited advice on what helps with it. Trust me, I've tried it. Why wouldn't I have? It's miserable. Do you like Riani? I don't know what that is. Van Reamer? Riani? No idea what that is. I feel like I might be being tricked into saying something dirty and Greek or something. I don't know. Alright, let's degub. Zerp, 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 zerp. Zerp-a-derp, zerp-a-zerp. Some of this iron cooking, gold cooking. Yeah, look at me go. I'm starting to learn my way around my system now. I'm starting to know instinctually where all the boxes are. It's starting to settle in at last. I like when that happens. Right, so I need to take some of this down with me. 2 stacks should be more than enough. It's tasty food. Yeah, okay. Rani, what kind of... It sounds like it might be a pastry. Is it a pastry? What kind of food is it? Please go down. There we go. Biryani. Let me Google that. I want to find out. Oh, it's a rice dish, right? Looks like rice. Is that rice? Yeah, mixed rice dish with origins among the Muslims of the Indian subcontinent. I probably had it then. I've had a lot of Indian food in my day. Main ingredients: rice, Indian spices, vegetables, meat, egg, yogurt, dried fruits. Yeah, I can't tell you for sure whether I've ever had it, but it's hard to tell because a lot of those rice dishes from India and Southeast Asia and stuff all kind of look the same, don't they? It's just kind of this richly coloured orange rice with spices and bits and pieces in it. There's a gajillion different dishes that look a bit like that, so I don't know. But I probably have. Like I said, I've eaten a lot of Indian in my day. To be honest with you though, when I do have Indian, I usually go for something like a nice vindaloo. Love a good curry. Actually, I wonder if vindaloo is keto friendly. I might have to look that up. Because now that I've said the word... I mean, rice isn't, so I can't have rice with it, so that's a bummer. Now that I've said the word vindaloo, all I can think about is having a great big fucking bowl of it. I do like a nice vindaloo that blows the back of your head off. There we go. Looks nice. Let's fix the walls up. My workmates have it a couple of times a week. Ah, okay. Must be pretty good then. Is it the aggressive kind of Indian spicy, or is it just one of those warmly kind of soul foody kind of dishes? I tried a new Chinese dish recently called Singapore Mi Fun. Ah, yeah, for that. Oh, we went through those fast, didn't we? Rather underestimated that. Alright, back up we go. More soul foodie, fair enough. I'll keep an eye out for it. Next time I'm ordering Indian. Or actually, next time I'm ordering Indian and am allowed to have rice. Still on that keto diet, so no rice for me. Which is upsetting because I love rice. Love rice. I had to put my rice cooker away when I started the keto diet because every time my rice cooker always sat on my kitchen countertop because I have rice all the time. When I started the keto diet, I had to put it away because every time I'd go into the kitchen, I'd see it sitting there. Oh, I'll have some. Oh, I can't have some rice. It's just teasing me sitting there. We should probably cook up some more of that. Nothing worse than having your kitchen accessories tease you. Embarrassing. God damn it, I could go for a curry right now. I might make that keto chili that I made the other week. If I can't have vindaloo, might as well do that. A second, you don't belong there. You belong here. Never give up pizza. Actually, remember that crust pizza we were talking about? I think this time last weekend. I didn't end up getting it that day when we were talking about it, but I did get it 2 nights ago. The low carb base you can order with crust pizza. For those who don't know, crust pizza chain here in Australia. But they market themselves as gourmet pizza, so it's not bog standard pizza up there. It's a little bit more fancy. It's still chain pizza and sort of, so it's not super fancy, but fancier than most chain pizza places. Anyway, I tried their low carb pizza base. Apparently cauliflower based, which I hadn't tried to make myself because, as we talked about last weekend, I don't have a blender with which to make it myself. It was actually pretty good. A lot better than the fathead style pizza crust that I had been making myself to make it keto friendly. It was based on almond flour and cheese and stuff. Still didn't, it's not replacing pizza though. Didn't have the same texture. The taste was pretty inoffensive, but the texture, the feel of it, it still wasn't pizza. But it was as close to pizza as I'm allowed to have right now, I guess. So, yeah, I'm probably going to have it again. But not too often. Because it does tend to make me crave the real thing. There's a relatively good way to go to address the craving when I do have it. Not sure exactly how many carbs is in it. They don't really advertise that, so hard to do, you know, the calculations. But from a sort of rough estimate of what it should be, I can have about 4 slices and be well within my limit, which is a pretty good meal. I'm a bit worried that we haven't seen any slime here yet, coming up and down these things. In theory, this should be a slime chunk, and in theory, we should have seen a slime by now, spawning in as I'm coming up and down here. But I guess we just do have the 1 level so far, don't we? Oh wait, is there a lower limit to slime spawns? I always forget. Slime. I think they spawn all the way down to bedrock. Slime spawning. Slime spawning the overworld specific slime chunks below layer 40. Regardless of light levels. Yeah, so there's no lower limit. So in theory, they should be able to spawn right here where we are. I just haven't managed to do it yet. What's the easiest way to do this, do you reckon? Yeah, let's dig another few layers up from this and then just dig out this. Watch yourself there, you're going too far. Oh, Moobot's hassling me. Break time, apparently. Alright, let me take a quick break. I'll be back in a minute or two. Should be safe here, Sharon. Yeah, should be safe here. What could possibly go wrong? Alright, BRBs in just a minute.